The most expensive license plate in the world just sold for $15 million. A couple beheaded themselves with a homemade guillotine. And a railway urges passengers to please stop watching porn on their trains. These are the weird stories for Tuesday on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast, hosted by a comedian inside a closet. Happy to be here. The most expensive license plate in the world just sold for $15 million. Just for the license plate, $15 million. I think, let's keep reading and find out. Maybe it comes with a car. Should come with a car and a garage and a professional driver. It says here a license plate just sold at an auction for nearly $15 million US, making it the world's most expensive license plate. The license plate is just the number 7. That's it. That's the only thing that's special about it, the number 7. It's sold in Dubai for all of this money. Maybe the number 7 is very valuable in Dubai. A coveted number plate. The auction house that sold the plate specializes in license plates, and buyers can bid on distinguished number plates in the United Arab Emirates and other places. The company previously held the record for most expensive plates sold when they auctioned off the number 1 license plate in 2008 for $14.2 million US, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. It says here the number 7 license plate, which just sold, is also accompanied by the letter P to follow the format of all Dubai license plates. So it's P7, I believe. That license plate beat the record by about $800,000. The license plate auction benefits the charity 1 Billion Meals Endowment, which brings food to communities struggling with food insecurity around the world. So that's a nice cause. Other countries also auction off special license plates, if you weren't aware. Hong Kong held a Lunar New Year plate auction of several vanity plates. The one that took the most money, the letter R, going for 25 million Hong Kong bucks, which is 3.25 million US. Before that, the letter W was bought for 26 million Hong Kong dollars, which is about 3.3 million USD. These vanity plates in these countries seem to be very expensive. It'll cost you far less in the US to get a vanity plate. Drivers can typically receive vanity plates for their cars by paying an initial cost plus an annual fee. There are qualifications for the plates. For instance, in New York State, for example, the plate is $60 upfront and $31 annually. Now, the words on vanity plates must not be obscene, guys. You can't be rude with your license plate. You can't have only one letter. You cannot have 6 numbers in one letter, among other rules on vanity plates. What I find rather funny is occasionally you'll see states in the U.S. release a list of their rejected vanity plates. And if you have a moment, read that list because it is hilarious. The sort of obscene and weird license plates that people try to get as vanity plates. And some of them are so rude, you're like, how would you even attempt to get that approved? It's just ridiculous. Florida recently publicized their list of rejected vanity plates, so you can imagine what that list looks like. You know what? You don't need to imagine it. I just went and looked it up. Here we go for you. Here's some of them that were not approved. Fart with 3 A's. Ape shit. Old fart. XXX69. Old turd. Old turd. Oh my goodness. Big FU. 2 big FU. 5 big FU. Badass. 6 porn 9. What made you think you could get 6 porn 9 approved? This is wild. What else is on here? Dirty B. Dirty BB. Dumb FK. So, dumb FK. Oh man, the Florida ones are so good. This is a long list of 500 rejected Florida plates. Oh, this is a great one. I wish they would have approved this one. Gas hoe. Gas hoe. Oh, yeah. That's amazing. Okay, back to the story here. These license plates going for a lot of money. I was in a country, I spent some time in Singapore where you can spend a lot of money on these vanity plates, like over $1 million as well. And they go for the smallest number possible over there. So if your license plate has a lot of numbers, then it's very cheap. But if you can get one that has one number, it's like, they're very coveted over there. I thought it was very strange to learn that. So my thinking is that the lower numbers in Dubai are also coveted and are a more or less a status symbol for your vehicle and yourself. A lot of men who have a very small genitalia probably want a small numbered license plate, I'd imagine, you know. A couple beheaded themselves with the assistance of a homemade guillotine. This story is from New Delhi. An Indian couple has allegedly died by suicide using a guillotine-like mechanism in order to decapitate themselves in a sacrificial ritual, according to the police. Hemabai Makwana, age 38, and his wife Hanzaben, 35, both died by decapitation after using a homemade bladed mechanism in a hut on their farm in the western state of Gujarat, according to police. Here's a quote from the police sub-inspector. The couple first prepared a fire altar before putting their heads under a guillotine-like mechanism held by a rope. As soon as they released the rope, a large iron blade fell on them, severing their heads, which then rolled right into the fire. It says here, fire is considered sacred in Hinduism and plays a significant role in several worship rituals. The couple apparently designed the device used in their beheading in such a way that their heads would roll into the fire altar, completing their sacrificial ritual. This is bizarre, out of control. What was going on with their lives? Why would they feel like they need to do this? Police said they had found a suicide note addressed to the family members. They've launched an investigation. The couple is survived by 2 children and their parents. 2 children! You cut your head off into the fire. You have 2 kids. What's wrong with you, man? Come on. The incident took place sometime between Saturday and Sunday afternoon when the police were alerted. So sad. Family members reportedly told the police that the pair had offered prayers in the hut every day for the last year. Yeah, I mean, maybe they were praying a little too much and that was sort of alarming the family members, but you would never think that they would go to this length. Building a homemade guillotine. Are you guys familiar with the guillotine? Something that was invented and used, I believe, during the French Revolution to take off the heads of those in power. It says here regarding India, ritual human sacrifices are not unknown. Official data shows there were more than 100 reported cases between 2014 and 2021, but almost all known cases of human sacrifice involve people killing others to please gods rather than killing themselves. Yeah, I mean, whenever you have religious or any ideological fanaticism, it can get dangerous, man. You would think that in the year 2023 that people would not be making sacrifices to the gods. You know, like when you read Homer, you ever read the Odyssey or the Iliad? They were always making sacrifices. Oh, they would make a sacrifice before they got on the ship to go somewhere else. Then when they arrived safely, they'd make another sacrifice. They'd make a sacrifice before they went to war. They'd make a sacrifice before they went on their Tinder date. They were just always making sacrifices back then. You know, and you would think that that would be gone. We'd all recognize that as some fantasy and a fiction. No, it's a reality. So sad. Now, if you want to take your own life, and it happens to be a situation where this will be a victimless activity, for instance, you don't have any children to support, then I'm okay with it, wanting to end your life. But this instance, I don't approve. Very, very sad. I'm unable to make this humorous at all, as you can imagine. I mean, can't even joke about such things. This is very, very sad and weird. Would you like to easily create and distribute a podcast everywhere, even earn money all in one place for free? Well, try Spotify for Podcasters. Record and edit on your phone or computer. You can send it to Spotify and everywhere podcasts are heard. They even have video podcasting options as well. Spotify for Podcasters allows you to earn money with ads and subscriptions. Best of all, it's free. Try it. Download Spotify for Podcasters or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your life, man. The railway urges passengers to stop watching porn aboard their trains. The Northern Railway in Scotland has urged passengers to please stop watching porn and other NSFW content aboard their public transportation. A railway firm has asked passengers to stop doing this, telling them to at least wait until you get home. They asked customers to refrain from watching, quote, not suitable for work content while commuting, which includes explicit material and inappropriate jokes. I wonder what incident led them to this. Was everyone just watching this all the time? Porn on the train? You know, in their defense, if there's a delay, I mean, what else are you going to do? You're just going to want to watch porn, right? You can't be just sitting on a train doing nothing. I mean, am I right? Inappropriate, Jonesy. I know. Jokes. The firm also advised customers, aka passengers, to avoid any bad language and speaking about offensive topics on the railway as well. Northern Railway said while they understand the train journey home is often the first opportunity to look at some erotic content, that they should wait until they are home to do so. Tricia Williams is the chief operating officer at Northern. She said, quote, we welcome millions of people into our stations and onboard our trains every year, and access to safe and reliable internet is part and parcel of our customers' expectations. It is important, however, that people remember some content not suitable for everyone to see or to hear on the trains, particularly children. Hello. As such, if something is not suitable for work, it's more than likely not suitable in our stations or onboard our trains either. So if you could please wait until you get home to watch that porn. It says here, Northern Railway uses Wi-Fi in their stations and on their trains for free. It's delivered in partnership with Friendly Wi-Fi, which is a government-initiated safe certification standard for public Wi-Fi. Friendly Wi-Fi aims to reassure users that the service meets minimum filtering standards, particularly in areas where children are present. Well, perhaps you should put a restriction on some of the websites that can be accessed maybe on your Friendly Wi-Fi to also help prevent this. I mean, can you get on there and go to Pornhub? I mean, maybe block those sorts of websites, Friendly Wi-Fi. But okay, keep reading. We have Beverly Smith. She's director of Friendly Wi-Fi. I bet she's really friendly and a big fan of Wi-Fi. You think she's got a Wi-Fi tattoo? I'll bet she does, right on the crack of her ass. Bev says, we are so excited to be working with Northern as a Friendly Wi-Fi certified train operator. They were passionate throughout the process to achieve the standards to ensure a great experience online for all their customers while they're traveling with them. Of course, we never expected the customers to be wanking on the train, but hey, you know, everything's available on the Wi-Fi these days, so just keep it in your pants if you could. Could you just wait till you get home, everybody? Come on now. We're trying to make it friendly Wi-Fi. We don't want it to be that friendly, all right? Boundaries, people. Boundaries. It's called public transpo boundaries, all right? I wait till I get home. You know, I do. I wait till I get home to tip the man in the boat. I don't do it while I'm in a cab or on a train or on the bus, and you can't either. You should wait till you get home. All right, I've said my piece. I'm the representative of Friendly Wi-Fi, after all. I'm very friendly, usually. Yay! Did you know that 9 out of 10 doctors recommend Weird AF News for severe back pain? Yes, it's true. Weird AF News. It cures everything. I got a very bad review on Amazon that I'd like to read. I like to read my bad reviews. They're fun. It's Marissa. Marissa gave me only 1 star. Oh, boy. She wasn't feeling very generous on that afternoon. Probably going through some shit. So shout out to Marissa. We hope she gets through her, whatever she's going through. She wrote, so close, but no. If I was so close, but no, then why did I get 1 star? If I was close, I should have at least gotten 4 stars because that means I was close to being good. Maybe 3 stars. So Marissa wrote, I'm not sure how old the host is, but this production sounds like a high school junior trying to get his YouTube account monetized. Huh? First of all, YouTube and podcasts are kind of different, but okay, gotcha. And by the way, my podcast makes a little bit of money, Marissa, so it's doing sort of okay, all right? So I have gotten it somewhat monetized, a little bit anyways, which is a big win for podcasters. You know, it's hard to make any money off your podcast, if we're being real. Man, if you can make something off your podcast, you're doing okay. Anyways, back to this lovely review from Marissa, who's going through some shit, guys, so we want to give her some love. She says, it may work better with a co-host to riff off of because in the current state, the self-proclaimed comedian attempts jokes and impressions that just aren't funny, nor do they add any value. Yeah. She forgot to add, in my opinion, she forgot that. Some people forget to add that. They make definitive statements about stuff that is very much subjective. So it's a fallacy of language here is what's going on. To say something isn't funny is actually is never true. Is never true because something being funny is an opinion. So it's here's a more true statement. We're going to help Marissa here with language. A more true statement is the jokes and impressions just aren't funny to me, nor do they add value for me. That would be proper. If we could all just sort of change our language like that, there'd be less fighting going on. There'd be more respectability and love in the world. But unfortunately, we're so far away from that. Anyways, we hope Marissa gets over whatever she's dealing with. So here we have here also. I want to give some love to someone who bought me a bunch of coffee off my website, weirdafnews.com. I'm going to attempt to say this name. Edria de Sousa. It could be Adria. It could be Edria. It could be Idria. It could be Idria. It could be Adria. Yeah. Could be Edie for short. I don't know. Edie de Sousa bought me coffees off my website. Either way, Edria de Sousa really stepped up and really delivered for Jonesy's birthday, buying me coffees, showing support. So I just want to give some love to Edria de Sousa. I don't know where you're from. This individual didn't even write a comment. You can write a comment when you buy me coffees. They're like, you know what? No need. I'm going to buy Jonesy some coffees. This is my love. This is my message. So big shout out, Adria de Sousa. You guys can buy me coffee off my website, weirdafnews.com. You can also join the Patreon for my birthday at weirdafnews.com as well. So that's pretty cool. If you guys want to write me a nice review to offset some of these bad reviews that I get from the people that are going through something, and they're just suffering in their little world there. We feel bad for them. So anyways, nonetheless, they do bring down my rating, unfortunately. I don't think they even realize what they're doing. But yeah, so if you want to offset that by writing me a nice review, go to Amazon. You all have an Amazon account. Who doesn't have an Amazon account? There's a few places on Amazon you can write reviews. Just start doing a search, though. Weird AF News Amazon will bring up something. Anyways, I appreciate all my listeners today in this episode. You really stepped up your game and you came through, and I appreciate your time. And we'll see you tomorrow if you have the time for me. Please have the time for me. Try. You can do it. I believe in you.